guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna take my glasses off. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, then you'll know that I just finished watching the season finale of Westworld, and oh my god, I think I've just had one of the most stressful 1.5 hours of my life so far. If any of you don't watch Westworld, I highly urge you guys to check it out because it is such a good TV show. By the way, if you don't follow me on Snapchat, all my social media is just Kaushal Beauty. I will leave it all on the screen. But anyways, I wanted to sit down and film for you guys because I haven't done like a chatty, just filming a makeup look with you guys in a long time. So I've actually got a little bit of mascara on already. I'm testing out this new L'Oreal False Lash Superstar X Fiber on my lashes. And I actually really like it because like my lashes feel so light and like fluttery, if that makes sense, and I want to wear false lashes on top. So basically I've been realizing that I wear way too much mascara and then I put eyelashes on top, and whenever I take my makeup off it is a hot damn mess. So I thought I would leave this on and I would just do my makeup in front of the camera with you guys. So for now I'm going to get into my makeup. The first thing I'm going to do is moisturize my face. So I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown face base for that. My house is so hot, you guys. We've been keeping the heating on because it's just so cold whenever we go outside. My mum and I got back from Mexico last week, so we are like, we've just got to make it feel like we're in Mexico in the house. But it is really, really hot. I've had to go and turn it off. Primer-wise, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base, and I'm going to put that onto my T-zone and any other areas where I feel like I get oily. All of my nails broke off when I was on holiday, and some of the nail polish is missing. Some of them I peeled it off. Like, I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. I can't wait. But yeah, I'm going to let that sit on my skin for a bit. And I'm going to show you guys this new like beauty blender thing I got. This is from Real Techniques. And yeah, I'm just going to try and use this to blend out my foundation. We'll see how it goes because I'm not the biggest fan of Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, I think that's what it's called. I find that it soaks up a lot of my foundation in comparison to my beauty blender. I do have my beauty blender here just in case if I don't like this. But for foundation, I'm going to use a mixture of 2 foundations. So the first one is the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I'm going to mix that in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Before I was obsessed with like the Moisturiser foundation, but for some weird reason I'm really gravitating towards the Luminous Silk. I feel like it looks like my skin but better, but I do want a little bit more coverage because I'm really digging the high coverage look these days. So I'm going to mix both of these together and bounce it all over my face like I usually do and make sure that it's even and that I'm liking the finish before moving on to concealer. And for concealer, I'm using none other than my Maybelline Anti-Age Eye Rewind Concealer thingamajiggy. I always get the name wrong for this, but I'm going to put that onto the usual areas that I like to not only conceal but also highlight and then blend that away as well. I kind of liked this marble sponge. I feel like it's better than the original Real Technique sponge. So really liking that. It's quite soft as well. The other one I find is a little bit harder. Initially I wasn't going to cream contour, but I feel like I just want to do a good old cream contour. So I'm going to use my Iconic London Contour Kit. I'm going to use a mixture of like all of the darker shades and apply that to the usual areas that I like to contour and then also blend it out. I'm going to grab some of this Rodial or Rodial, I'm not too sure how to say it, but the Insta Glam Banana Powder, and I'm going to set all of the areas that I concealed and highlighted. And to set the contour, I'm going to take this Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer in the shade Medium Deep Matte Bronze, and I'm going to put that all over the areas that I contoured. Now that the base is all done, I'm going to move on to my eyes. So I wanted something really like dramatic and something that you could wear for the party season. So I want to do like a really super thick ombre eyeliner, and I want to add some glitter in there and stuff like that as well. So I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing for the eyes. I'm going to quickly prime my eyelids using the Benefits Air Patrol, and this is going to go over all my eyelids, blend it out, and then I'm going to add some of that same Rodial banana powder on top just to set it in place. I want the start of the show to be this eyeliner, so for the eyeshadow itself, I'm going to go really simple. This is a Zoeva palette. This one in particular is called Blanc Fusion. I'm going to take a mixture of these 2 shades right here and I'm going to apply them to my brow bone. And then taking some of Conched and applying that and buffing that into the crease. At first I was like, what colour do I want to do this like big, beautiful, like winged eye? I was thinking maybe like a bright colour, and then I thought, do you know what, I'm going to do something super wearable that you guys can recreate as well. So I'm going to keep it all like golds and bronzes and browns and blacks. So first I'm going to build the outer portion of the wing on both of the sides, and then I'm going to kind of like connect everything up. So for the outer portion, I want it to be like the darkest and then moving in really light. So I'm going to go gold, like browns and bronzes all the way to black. I just have this weird vision in my brain of how I want this look to look like. I've not practiced it or anything, so let's just wing it. See what I did there? But let's just wing it and give it a go. So I'm going to start off by just building my wing up really slowly, and then stopping kind of like 1/4 of the way into my eyelid. I totally forgot to tell you what eyeliner I was using. So I'm using this Maybelline Master Ink Matte Eyeliner right here. And now that I've got like the bulk of like the outer portion of the wing, I'm going to pack some of this black eyeshadow over the top. And this is from the Naked Basics 1 palette. Moving on to the brown portion, so this is going to be kind of like the middle portion of the eyelids. I'm going to use Demolition, which is a razor sharp eyeliner by Decay. And I'm just going to continue that winged eye from the black to the brown and leaving the inner third free so that we can add the gold eyeliner there. And finally, continuing the eyeliner over using Gold Rush, which is another razor sharp eyeliner by Urban Decay, and finishing the inner parts of the eyeliner off. And I'm creating like light strokes where it meets the brown, just so that it's nice and blended, but it doesn't have to be too neat because we are going to cover it with some glitter. So I don't have a super black glitter, but we're going to make it work. For the inner portions, I'm going to use this Complexion Glam Crystals Dazzling Gel Liner. So this has got a little bit of black in it because I feel like this part is looking a bit too like bright in your face. This one is in the colour Dig It. So I'm just going to go over the areas where we can see that really yellow, intense kind of pigment from the eyeliner and go over the top with this glitter. You want to try not to open your eyes too much, otherwise the glitter is going to go all over your eyelids. So I'm going to get my fan and I'm just going to dry this off. So continuing on with this glittery eyeliner, I'm going to take Flamboyant, which is a Lit Cosmetics glitter, and I'm going to apply that over the brown areas and kind of blending it in ever so slightly into the gold so that there's like a nice gradient from like gold to brown. I am loving this look already. So for the black glitter, the closest thing I have to a black glitter is this Urban Decay glitter right here. This is in the shade Gunmetal. I'm not going to put this on as thickly as I've done with the rest. I kind of want it to look like diffused into the black eyeliner, only because this has got silver in it and then the others are quite gold. So I'm just going to like lightly kind of like dust it over the tops of where you can see the rest of the black wing. I've added a little bit of the Maybelline Master Ink eyeliner. This is in like the glitter shade. I don't know whether they still do this. I have this from last year, but I just wanted to make it less like silvery because it was looking too silvery for my liking. So I'm going to let this dry off a little bit and then I'm going to quickly fill my brows in off camera because you guys have seen me do that so many times, and then I'll be back. So I filled my brows in and I also added some lashes on top. These are the Doha lashes by Lily Ghalichi. These are really nice because they're really flared at the ends, but they're quite sparse here. So I still wanted to show off like the eyeliner. This is what they look like on. And now I'm just going to add a little bit more eyeshadow because I feel like the eyes are looking rather plain. So I'm going to take a bit more of that conch shade on the Zoeva 235 brush, and I'm going to concentrate that in the crease of my eye. So I really want to kind of like deepen this area up here, just so that it looks like there's a nice shadow going on. Nothing too dramatic, just a little bit. You see how it adds just like the tiniest bit of shadow and it makes your eyes look like less flat. I've just taken a little bit of Travelled Inspired onto the remaining part of my lid just underneath the crease to add some contrast and really make that crease colour stand out. I'm going to take a little bit of this Late Bloomer shade, which is a really nice bronzy toned eyeshadow, and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line and really smoke it out. I feel like I really need to darken that up because it's not really done much. So I'm going to take the shade Last Bite and also run that along the lower lash line to darken it up and just smoke the whole look up. I'm quickly going to tightline my upper and lower waterline using Mr. Right Now in the shade Dean. I feel like all of my mascara from my lower lashes is gone, so I'm going to take some of this L'Oreal False Lash Superstar Fiber, and I'm going to take the number 2 side and pop that onto my lower lashes. The eyes are now officially done, so I'm going to finish off the rest of my cheeks. For blush, I'm going to use my current favourite blush palette, and this is the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette, and the reason why I love this is it literally has every single colour in here for every month of the year, every season, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take a mixture of, I think, this shade and pop that onto the apples of my cheeks. Also, this palette is so pigmented that you literally just need to put your brush in once. Otherwise you can get too much on your face. For highlight, I'm going to mix 2 shades together. The first one is using Oh My God, which is from Illamasqua. It's a really beautiful pearlescent pinky kind of gold shade, and I'm going to hit that on the tops of my cheekbones. I'm also going to add that to the bridge of my nose really slightly, and my cupid's bow. To add an extra bit of pizzazz to this look with my highlight, because it is a party look, I'm going to take Artist Couture's Cocoa Bling, which is such a gorgeous highlight shade. It is in powder form, so you got to be really careful when you use it, but I'm going to take some of it in my fan brush, and they're really, really, really pigmented, so I always tap the excess off and then swirl it around the lid, and then we're just going to add it to the tops of our cheekbones. Oh, can you see that glow? It's so beautiful. You can easily go overboard with these, I find, just because they're so pigmented. So if you do, this is what I like to do. I get my beauty blender and I spray it with some sort of Fix Plus spray or setting spray. This is the Urban Decay Vitamin E. I'm going to spray it, and then I'm going to press that into the skin so it gets rid of any powderiness. I don't know what colour to do for my lips. I either want to do a nude, which I always do, or a dark brown. I'll give you guys 2 options anyways. So for the lip shade, I'm going to grab Brownie, which is the Tarteous lip paint, and put that all over my lips. So this is what the final makeup looks like with a brown lip, but I really want to pair it with a nudie peach. I'm taking my iconic nude eyeliner by Charlotte Tilbury, and I am going to line and fill my lips in with this. And now taking Kim KW, which is also by Charlotte Tilbury, I'm going to put that all over my lips. I personally prefer this lip colour because I feel like it shows off the eyes more. With the darker lip, I felt like the focus was just kind of everywhere. So the final step is to lock everything in place. So I'm going to use my All Nighter setting spray to spritz all of my face, and that's just going to help our makeup last all night long. So this, you guys, is the final makeup look. I really hope you liked this chatty kind of video. I felt like I just wanted to sit down and film and just talk to you guys. So yeah, please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and yeah, let me know which lip colour you prefer, the darker lip or the more nude lip. And yeah, if you do recreate this look, then please don't forget to tag me at #KaushalBeauty so I can check your looks out, because I love commenting and seeing your pictures and recreations. If you would like to keep up to date with my future uploads, then do not forget to subscribe. The button is down there. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys all in my next video.